Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Now, girl, we're gonna have to disclaimer here for a second. If my voice sounds a little bit weird, or if it sounds a little weird and funky or something, or a little bit more like gritty, I got sick. It's not my fault. I got sick, it wasn't my fault, and I had the vid. It was by surprise. But it's okay. I'm fine. Thank you to everyone who sent me wonderful messages on Instagram wishing me well. You guys are all so sweet and so nice, and thank you so much. But yeah, we're back, and I had this video, and it was supposed to come out Monday. Obviously, you're seeing this on the Thursday, and yeah, your girl didn't have time to edit or record or do any of that sort, so we got it out now, and we decided to make a treehouse. I don't know why. I don't know. It was I was like watching, I can't even remember what I was watching because I made this like probably almost like 3 weeks ago, and I was watching something that had to do with the jungle. Maybe it was like, I don't know, like the Jungle Book, maybe? I don't know. Actually, no, why did I make this? I don't even know why I made this in the first place. I think I just like, tree, built. Okay, like, I have no idea why I built this, but I really do like it. I just decided, I was like, you know what? Let's make a tree and then put a tree house in the tree. Because, like, why not, right? I haven't made a treehouse before, and I didn't want it to be like a normal tree, or like a normal tree house, if that makes any sense. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this point, but there is a tree that's had to be built with a bunch of things from Debug. I had to go through Debug and find as many things as I could to make this like a giant tree, and I know it doesn't look fantastic, I promise you, I know. But it's not too bad. I know a lot of you were telling me that I'm too hard on myself and I need to stop being hard on myself, and I understand that. I know it's a work in progress, okay? I'm trying, but I mean, it's not horrible. I'm not gonna say it's horrible, but you know, I can do better. You know how they say that everyone is your best, like your worst critic? I am my worst critic. Like if someone came to like criticize me like professionally and they were like, yo, this and this sucks, I'd be like, ha, I can do you one better. Give him like a Santa Claus list of everything that I would say about myself, but I can't do that, okay? I know that's horrible to listen to, and that's horrible to say about myself, and I shouldn't do that, and you shouldn't do that either. I'm such a hypocrite. I'm like, don't do it, and then I do it to myself, but I want to change that this year. There's a lot of things that I want to work on, and this channel is one of them on the list. I want, like, I should make like a board, like a dream, what is it, like a dream board, or what is that called that I'm trying to think of? Like a board that you stick pictures on, and it's everything that you kind of like want to accomplish like that year. Is it called a dream board? I think it's called a dream board. I'll have to make sure I check that. But, you know, like for this year, I want to at least, my dream is to at least get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. That's my goal. That's what I would love. We get to 1,000 and our community will just grow from there. And you know what? I just checked, and it is, what is it today? It's March 21st. It's the 21st of March. Oh my God. I swear to God, like literally like 2 days ago, it was like, no, it's March 3rd. You know, we were at like, what, almost 600? And now we're over 600? Like, come on, like what? Like, thank you so much. It's so awesome to just like see the number grow, because like that means that there's like people that are wanting to like watch my stuff, and it's weird. Like I've like on YouTube, you know, like this is you listening to me talk about random stuff and watch me build random stuff, you know, like I just want to say thank you guys again. I know I'm gonna thank you, even though like 600, you know, for someone who has say thousands of followers and they're like, oh, that's cute, you have 600. But for me, I'm like, I got 600 followers, like, what's up? It makes me feel awesome because, like, you guys are so nice, and you know, my dream is slowly coming true, and it's cool. I'm like talking like I just hit 1 million. I'm like, oh my god, guys, thank you so much for 1 million. No, I'm like, thank you. I have 600 people. That's half my high school. That's cool. So I don't know. I just want to say thank you. You guys are awesome. And thank you so much if you're watching this right now. I am so excited to see what else we can do. I know that I sound like poop right now. I'm really trying to give like a lot of energy. I know that like if you haven't like heard me say things before, where if I talk for a certain amount of time, my jaw starts to like reject me, and I can't speak for a long period of time without like stopping. So if you hear me and I sound like a man, I'm sorry. I really am. I hate to sound like this because I want to sound like really happy all the time, and like I want to make sure that my videos are like at least like some decent quality. From like, you know, the other day I was like looking back at some of my old videos, and I haven't had this channel for long. Like I literally started making content like last October, and I can already tell like a lot has changed, like the way that like I speak and the way that I talk, and just having like a sentence in talking. I used to say like after every single word that I did because I didn't know what to say, and I still don't. Like I'm no by means anywhere to know what I'm supposed to be doing or what I'm supposed to be talking about, but I can definitely see like a whole different change in the way I'm doing stuff, and I think it's really cool. And when I get sick and I start recording stuff, it's almost like I feel like I'm taking a step back, even though obviously it's not my fault. I got sick, and you know, like a couple days ago I could barely say a word, so I know that you'll understand, but I'm just being hard on myself. I'm always being hard on myself, but enough with that. And you know what, now that I'm speaking about it, I think I remember what I was watching when I decided to actually build this actual build that I'm currently working on. I think I was watching Princess and the Frog, and if you're like, that sounds familiar, it's because I did a build of Tiana's, you know, restaurant not that long ago, and I was like, oh, it's like my favorite film, and it is my favorite film. I love it. And I thought it was kind of funny because I was like sitting here, I'm like, oh, wait a second, the bayou. That's what gave me the inspiration to make this, because the movie is taking place in New Orleans, and the bayou shows a lot in the film. So I saw it and I was like, that's where I got the inspiration to have it like all like full of plants and just like swampy kind of, and I love it. I love the feel of it. Also having the jungle adventure stuff at the very top, and it kind of gives it like that shaded look. If anyone saw like my other videos, like the fantasy castle that I did, I also used all the stuff from Jungle Adventure to have that like overhang of greenery on the top, and it just makes it look so cool, like something out of Narnia. If anything, I don't realize how much I use in Jungle Adventures. This build is like heavily with Jungle Adventures. Also with like the Encanto house that I did, I used a lot of Jungle Adventure, and I never really realized how much I use from that pack. I rarely go to the actual world itself, but the build in buy mode in there, especially in debug, is like is good. Like it is so like there's just so much stuff, and it's so useful. So I mean, if you wanted to get that build, I mean like that pack, girl, I recommend it a lot, especially if you want to download a lot of my stuff. I realize that there's an ongoing theme of the Jungle Adventure pack, so if you like a lot of my builds, I'm not saying get it just to get my stuff off the gallery, but if you see a build that you really like say the Encanto house, there was someone that told me that she bought the actual like Jungle Adventure pack just so she could download my build. Like, what? Like, first of all, girl, you crazy. Like, that is so nice. But like, enough for someone to like buy a pack just to download one of my builds, like, that's like next level compliment, girl. Like, what? Like, that's crazy. So if you do want to download a lot of my builds, you know, I use a lot of the jungle adventure stuff because there's just so much stuff to do with greenery. I love greenery. I don't live in the city. I live in God knows where, right? Like, if you ever watch my conjuring house that I made, I talked about how my internet will go out a lot because it's really bad. It's not good, and it's very slow because I live in the middle of nowhere. Like I said, if I went missing, it would take you like 3 months to realize that I was gone. On top of the fact that I don't talk to anyone, if I went missing, you wouldn't even know. Girl, you wouldn't even know. The squirrels would have to come to knock on your front door and be like, I haven't seen Jamie in forever. You're gonna have to go find her. So, you know, like that's just like, I'm just surrounded by trees and greenery all the time. So I love like the nature. I love like listening to like birds chirp in the morning, like that owl wake me up in the morning. I feel like I'm camping. Like and I just love the greenery stuff like in the game. So I use a lot of jungle adventures. So if you like a lot of my builds and you want to download it, and you know, you want everything, or at least like the big stuff in my builds, I would recommend getting Jungle Adventure. I'm just gonna, yeah, that's it. I'm done. I don't want to like buy this pack because it's so good. You know, it's the build buy is good. I'll be truthful. I don't really use the gameplay. I think I used it like once or twice when I wanted my Sims to be like in archaeology, or is that the correct term that I'm trying to use? The archaeology stuff. I don't even know. But like, it's not a bad pack. I really do like it. I think it's really cool. But yeah, I'm rambling way too much. Yeah, Jungle Adventure, if you want to buy my stuff, and not buy my stuff, if you want to download any of my builds that I usually use with it when it comes to like fantasy or forest or jungle or anything, girl, if you're hooked on it, then I would recommend getting the pack. But that's just me. It's just me. I don't know if the actual water that's around this build, I don't think it is a base game water thing, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm explaining that correctly. There's on top of the water that I have around the actual build itself, there is like a layer that makes it look swampy. I don't know if that's from the base game. I think that's from Jungle Adventure as well. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. Also, I'm just gonna keep going from thing to thing. I know I'm not talking about this build. I'm so sorry. Last thing. I know that there is a pack that a kit. Oh my god, I can't talk right now. I'm really sorry. There's a kit that came out and it looks super duper funky, and I was supposed to actually review it today, and if I do it after this, I might review it afterwards, but I have to go get it. But there's just a whole lot of really wacky stuff in that kit from what I've seen. So I will have to see kind of like what I'm doing, but I'm rambling on so much that I have no idea what I'm even talking about anymore, guys. Oh my god. I swear I'm okay. I've had a long week. I've been sitting around cooped up at my boyfriend's house trying to like be a human again. I swear I'm okay. I think my brain is just a bit like more putty than usual. Is a little bit more putty, but I'll talk about the actual build itself. I do like the way, I think it's really cute. Like this little nook area right here, I wanted to make sure that like maybe it could be like a really cool rental place. And you know, there's a kitchen, there's a bathroom, every like little block in this actual treehouse is a home. So you could live here. Like easily you could live here, or if you had like a rental, then say you went to go like camping with your friends and you decided to come on this like weird trip and now you're in this giant treehouse or something like that. Like there is everything here to let your Sims live and be entertained. you know, there's just it's fun for the whole family. So yeah, here is just like a tiny little home. I did decide to change the kitchen that you see on this like floor, I guess you would call it, sadly, because I thought it was really cute right here, and it was really like a little nice little cute little nook. But I did put it upstairs because I forgot that there was a second floor hooked onto this actual like building, and I forgot that's how all of like the second part is connected, and I was like, dang it. So I did put a ladder, and I made like the kitchen upstairs. So that's kind of like what you were seeing. And I know it's kind of like inconvenient, especially if this was in real life, because like, oh, you want food? Oh, you want a late night snack? Well, girl, you better walk up that ladder at like 4 in the morning if you have the strength to go get yourself some peanut butter. I love peanut butter. Fun fact, I love peanut butter. My mom always used to have peanut butter on a spoon. I know it sounds really weird, but that's what I used to have, and I still do. Girl, I'm not even gonna deny it. I love peanut butter on a spoon. It's a super weird thing, but I have it when I'm hungry, but I don't want to eat food. I'm trying to watch like myself because I used to have a job that required me to move around a lot. Like a lot, and I wasn't eating properly, and I lost a lot of weight, not in a good way, you know. I lost like 30 pounds, and it was just a combination of a whole bunch of different things, but I didn't eat. But like when I was hungry, I would sit and like eat like a peanut butter on a spoon like constantly, and I forgot that that's just like a little snack thingy. Like, that's not a meal. Like, girl, like, what are you doing to yourself? But luckily, don't worry, I'm eating fine now. I don't work there anymore. So, c'est la vie. They don't have me anymore. They don't deserve me anymore. You know? So, you know, I eat good now. A little bit too much. I'm not gonna lie. I need to start losing some weight. Obviously, that's such a girl thing to say. I need to lose weight, but like, it's not just because of standard stuff and like the way that people look nowadays, and they're like, I want to be like a supermodel. Yeah, sure, I want to look good, but like, I want to feel good, and I don't feel good right now. I feel like Flubber. Have you ever seen that movie, Flubber? I feel like the little green dude that dances with Robin Williams. Like, I feel like Flubber, and I gotta watch what I'm eating, and I gotta do it being smart from going forward, because Jamie eating peanut butter on a spoon is not a meal. Jamie 2022. Peanut butter is not a meal. But we are getting to the very end of this video. We're kind of making a little bar if you had like a family, somewhere to entertain. But we have all the screenshots at the very end of the video, so if you did enjoy, please maybe consider liking, commenting, and subscribing, and I will see you all later. Bye, guys.